Hey guys, how's it going? Vinny Rattlocke here. As you can tell, I'm down here in Tennessee relaxing and stuff like that. I thought it'd be a good enough time to do another Vinny Watches. I'm going to watch a match back in, had this match in 2003, I think, and it was for newly turned promotion NEW New Era Wrestling, back when it was under the control of some tag team. And I was going against a guy named Psycho, and he was a decent guy back in the day, really short and stuff like that, pretty athletic. But a couple things happened before the match, and stuff was done during the match, and then after the match. So let's go ahead and just get to the match. Say right now the guy on the microphone in the suit, Mike, his name's Williams. He ran the promotion Insanity Pro Wrestling back in the day from like 2001 to God knows when. There's Psycho. Basically, he originally was wrestling in patient scrubs, and this time he's coming out, coveralls, cut off sleeves and whatnot, dark paint around his eyes and everything. And then the guy refereeing our match is used to wrestle under the name Poonloke. He was from Insanity Pro as well. He wrestled against King Kong Bundy. I wrestled him a couple times in Insanity Pro. He's a decent enough guy. He's cool. But Psycho had the name, actually coined the phrase Thundertaker. And the reason why I call him that is he would talk to some of the other green wrestlers in the back, or people confided in him and stuff, and they would tell him stuff they would do for their gimmicks or stuff they were going to do in their matches and stuff that they would know get the crowd over, and then he would go out in his match before theirs and either steal their spots or some of the gimmickry they do and whatnot. He changed his music one time to another wrestler's music to steal their thunder, so when they came out, if they did it too, they were like, oh, we already saw Psycho do it. So yeah, he was known as a Thundertaker. And there's me, I'm outside the ring right now. Here I come up. That was back when I was doing the face paint, like Juggalo gimmick. What nobody knew was about 4 or 5 days before the show, as you can tell, I got some wrapping around my arm and leg. I had was checking my mail outside my parents' house, and I was struck by a vehicle. And I went into the gravel and stuff and had a bunch of little pebbles and gravel in my leg and in my arm. My mom had to help with like tweezers and pull it out of my skin and stuff. And 5 days before the show, I was told by the guys who ran the promotion that if I don't wrestle, then that was me quitting the promotion. And at the time, it's where I was getting trained and stuff, so they had me scared that I wasn't going to be wrestling anymore. So I wrestled this match with like nasty, like I was even at one point, he starts working on my leg and he freaked out because he thought it was all work, and then he saw the blood seeping through one of my bandages. So it wasn't as much like, it was just moving around and stuff. My arm started bleeding, my leg started bleeding, so we ended up playing into the match to where I was telling people that it was a fan of Psycho's that told me to do this, or hit me in the car and good luck in my match. I was working a heel gimmick at the time, so he's getting over on me real good. I think he had, one of the moves I used to do was a headbutt to the corner. When we were talking spots out, he's like, what do you want to do and stuff, and I said, I'm going to work into the corner, I'm going to do a headbutt, to your midsection or groin. He went, okay, and I wasn't supposed to do it. Yeah, I was supposed to be later in the match, but he does it to me first, so now I can't do it. But I'm supposed to be injured anyway, so bumping like crazy for him. He was supposed to, originally it was supposed to be me whipping him into the corner, and he was supposed to take that bump, but when I was turning around to reverse it, he threw his hand off of mine. But it's just funny because he threw himself out of the ring and whatnot, and immediately got up and started running like it wasn't a big deal. There's me selling my leg. It cut in the middle of it because a whole lot of stuff happened on the other side that nobody got to see. It was just him bringing me back to the ring. So this was back in the day. New Era Wrestling had about anywhere from between 350 to 500 people at the shows. I'm exaggerating by 500, maybe 450 max, but these were shows where we didn't have too many big names. That's when I did the cross body block right on the top of my head. He did not know how to catch. I caught him. I caught everything with my chest and my face. And when he splashed me, he actually arched his back the other way. And see, this is one of my moves too. That I was doing. He was trying to bring me back up, do another move to me, and I broke it so that he had to stop. Because he suplexed me the first time, he goes, roll over, jackhammer. I'm like, no, that's my move, I won't let you do it, so I sandbag him. But this is a variation of a move that I told him I was wanting to do in the match, which we call the flicking house. But he's normally sticking through the second rope, and I flip over the rope from the outside, so he did this version of it, knowing that I was supposed to do that in the match. So now that's another spot I'm not going to do for this match. He did it once again. It was supposed to be a reversal, and he would throw his hand off me. It's extremely frustrating It was extremely frustrating to work this feud with him because he did not want to give any offense to his opponents. I'd seen some of his other feuds in his other matches, and it's like pulling teeth to try to get an offense in. Because then when you have an offense, he wants to make it look as bad as possible. This is one of the moves he couldn't take from me because I did it as soon as I could. It was a spider suplex, where you hook your legs in on the ropes, but since I'm injured, I was injured, but had the pain in my leg from locking my legs in the ropes. But right here he comes. I think this is the part where he starts scratching at my leg. No, not yet. I do a headbutt to his groin, which the ref blatantly sees but doesn't do anything about it. Now I'm having some actual trouble trying to get my legs out. This is one of his spots he does because God knows I'm not that balanced, but it could have been done better. I pulled him. The whole idea was I was supposed to pull him into a DDT, but because he flipped all the way over too quick, it almost looks like he's giving me a blockbuster. And right here in the spot, I'm telling him, I was like, look, we're supposed to be, we gotta go home. We gotta end this. See, this is my spot he tried to do earlier, but I cut him off from it and told him I was going to take it. So suplex and then roll over into a jackhammer. but he didn't want to go out that way. Because the other promotions, if that was supposed to be the finish, and suddenly you're like, no, I don't want to go out that way, you get chewed out in the back for it, and not booked. As a matter of fact, I don't think he ended up getting booked after this feud was over. Cause this was the last match in your feud, and I really don't remember him being in the promotion after that. Because at this point, he wants to do a new finish. Because I was supposed to go over clean, but he didn't want me to go over clean because I was the bad guy. It wouldn't make sense for him to lose since I was injured and everything like that. Even though I have at least a foot on him in height and at least 75 pounds on him weight. So when I hit him, I lifted him up and reversed it. And I said, look, let's just do an electric chair drop. So he's setting up for it. And I remember when I did the electric chair drop on him, I threw my head back as hard as possible and slammed him in the mat. So there's the match. I win, put my foot in the rope, I was a heel, did what we did. So yeah, basically that is a typical Thundertaker in wrestling. He would talk about people's spots and stuff. I believe even for that show, for this match, when we first started our feud, he knew he wasn't doing a juggalo gimmick, but he had asked me, I was like, well, the guys running the Fed know that, juggalos are really popular right now in wrestling, so they wanted me to start doing the juggalo gimmick since they knew that I listened to ICP and Psychopathic and whatnot. So he's like, oh, okay, well, I'm a juggalo too. And I was like, yeah, I know, I saw you. And so he immediately, when we first started our feud, he wasn't wrestling me at the time, but he changed his music because he was coming out to a mixture of Psycho by System of a Down, the Psycho theme, and Psycho from Disturbed. It was all mixed together in the intro. He had suddenly changed it to Chicken Hunt by ICP. So it was like, oh, okay, so I'm supposed to be doing this gimmick, and this is my intro, and then now you've changed your song to this, bravo. And he was trying to basically take all of the stuff that I was supposed to do, and it's really hard to try to set up a feud. We're supposed to be like these polar opposites and stuff, but he's trying to do everything that I was doing. He was even bringing out a bottle of Faygo when he'd wrestle and stuff. It was like, that is textbook complete thunder taking. You just don't go to the back and try to find other people's gimmicks so you can steal it, on the show. I mean, yeah, it's not WWE or AEW or anything like that, but, have some respect. If you know a guy does that for his gimmick, don't steal his gimmick during that show. So there you go. There's another one of the books. I'm trying to look at some old VHS tapes because there's some stuff that isn't even on YouTube that I'd like to look at again and do stuff. There's a bunch of stuff with Insanity Pro I wish I still had the footage for. And so if you're one of my friends who used to work at Insanity Pro and you got some of my matches from that promotion, hit me up because I'd like to get my hands on some of my stuff. But there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves and stay tuned for the next one. Bye-bye.